Well, Texas Governor Gov Abbott spoke a short time ago about the situation at the southern border, and it's clear whom he places the blame on. Here's some of what he said.
As far as I know, it's the first time in American history that a state has led the effort to prevent people from entering the United States illegally. Let's be clear. That's the job and the responsibility of Joe Biden and the federal government. There's only one reason why people were trying to enter illegally in the first place, and that's because they perceived the permission by the Biden administration to enter.
And basically being incentivized as well. I mean, they're getting, what, a free education,
Yeah.
free room and board, they
Yeah.
get the cell phones, and a whole lot more. Here with more on the border situation that's happening in your backyard. Town supervisor for the town of Riverhead, New York, that's a suburb of New York City, Yvette Aguiar, and former New York City mayoral candidate and founder of the Guardian Angels, Curtis Sliwa. Curtis, I've seen a lot of videos of you. You've actually gone out there to these centers where these illegal migrants are gathering. What have you found?
Well, it was outside PS 172 Sunset Park. Families were surrounding
That's
the
in
school.
Queens, New York City.
That's in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
All right, and the illegals were being put in their gymnasium. Now, the parents were from the same countries that the illegals were coming from, but they're legal. Mexico, Central America. They were saying, no, you can't put them in the gymnasium. They're not vetted out. We don't know. They could be pedophiles, rapists. They haven't been vaccinated. No, 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 no. But the mayor of the city of New York, who has welcomed in the illegals, is now overwhelmed. So he's sending them out to all different locations throughout New York State and not giving any notification until it's too late. So preemptively, you have to get ahead of the curve and stop our mayor before he dumps illegal aliens in your community, your neighborhood.
So they were putting these illegals into school gyms, and then the students themselves couldn't use the gyms. I mean, this is what's happening. And then, as you said, these tend to be those inner city communities, people of color, and it's those people that are saying, even though that they're the same ethnicity as the illegals, they're like, hey, we don't know who these people are. They could be rapists and killers. That we don't know if they have diseases. It's simply not
all
safe.
our mayor has to do, Mayor Adams, is say, enough is enough. Stay on the bus when you come to New York. We'll give you a box lunch, give you an hour break, and then back to D.C., send them to the White House, send them to the Naval Observatory, where the Czarina Giggles Harris is supposedly in charge of border activities.
Yvette, tell us about Riverhead. What's going on there?
Well, I had gotten some verifiable information that they were on their way to Riverhead. And it doesn't matter who they are, what race. I'm a Latina. I'm a first generation immigrant. I know what my parents went through to get me to where I am, and we did it legally. No one is against legal immigration.
Right.
I'm against illegal immigration, and we got to set that record straight. And I got word just a few days ago that they were starting to bust them and they're coming to Riverhead. It was verifiable. I spoke to everyone involved, anyone who had anything to say. It was a full day effort, including Curtis, and I did reach out, but I reached out to everyone. Although everybody's saying that I'm based my decision based on Curtis. No, Curtis knew what I knew, just verified it, and I verified it over and over with some intelligence information. And I set out an executive order. It's just a code order. It's a state of emergency, just like we did in COVID, when we need to put hold on a certain code. I have every right as a town supervisor. You know, people have questioned me. I'm not legislating on the federal level. I'm legislating on my town level. We have our own homeless, and what really charged me on this was in the county of Orange County. Mayor Adams created an understanding that this particular hotel, the Crossroads Hotel, would take on these individuals, and they showed up and they displaced 25 of their local homeless veterans. How despicable is that?
I think that report is still under question about the homeless veterans being displaced, so we're still investigating. It seems like there's a lot of questions surrounding it. But Curtis, back to you. What I think people need to understand is that what Mayor Adams is doing here in New York City, it's almost like a pilot program. So if it succeeds here in New York City, where they farm out all of these illegals and put them all over the place, it's going to happen across the country. Yeah,
and in fact, I would suggest everyone watching Newsmax across the country do what Yvette did as a town supervisor in Riverhead. She checked with everybody. Then she made the educated decision temporary restraining order. Eric Adams, you are not to send these illegal aliens into Riverhead because he doesn't care.
No.
Just as long as we get them out of here, then they become your problem. And you know who's paying for all of this? We, the sucker taxpayers, because they claim we're a sanctuary state and a sanctuary city. No more sanctuary status. This is nonsense.
Yvette, where does it stand right now, and what comes next?
Well, just like we did in Orange County, if there's any change of any type of housing, you have to check with the town, and you have to be permitted. And if they accept these individuals, they're violating our code, and we can go into court and get an injunction, exactly like Orange County did.
All right. Well, best of luck, Yvette. You know, as Lydia was saying, this is a pilot program. That's what people may not get. If you're in Alabama, if you're in Arkansas, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Idaho, I mean, these are the kinds of things that could be coming to your town if there isn't some way to stop this effort. That's the nightmare scenario, but that's part of what the plan is down the road for some of these people behind it. Yvette, Curtis Sliwa, thank you so much for being with us right now.
I sure miss some mean tweets.
That's a different segment.
No, it's not. Under Trump, this
Coming up.
wouldn't have happened.